Hi. So the chapter today we focus is unity in diversity or many in the one. It's the chapter 8. I would like to first summarize on the chapter that what we are going to read through in this, because uh, this is more of an activity based chapter where there's so many actions to be done. So it explores the profound concept of unity amidst diversity that characterizes India. We see what Rabindranath Tagore's quote and Sri Aurobindo's quote, which is core aspect of India's identity. So India's diversity is evident in its landscape, language, and cultural practices. With over 1.4 billion inhabitants and numerous languages, scripts, and customs, the diversity is striking. We say unity in diversity. The, the chapter focuses on People of India, project by the Anthropological Survey of India, which documents around 325 languages and various communities. This diversity is reflected in the different ways people live and interact across the focus. Here, the chapter main focuses also on the food diversity and its unity. Indian cuisine showcases both unity and diversity. Despite the vast array of regional dishes, staple grains like rice, barley, wheat, and pulses are common across the country. Similarly, common spices such as turmeric and cumin are used throughout India, demonstrating how a shared set of ingredients can result in a multitude of regional dishes. Another side aspect is textiles and clothings. The chapter discusses the traditional clothings of India, particularly the sari. It's an unstitched garment made from various fabrics, which represents both unity and diversity. Different regions of India have unique styles and weaving techniques. Yet the sari remains a common thread in the Indian attire. So its history and varied uses reflect the diverse cultural practices while maintaining a unified garment form. The chapter also focuses around the festivals, the India's festival. We know India is known by the festivals. So India's festival shows also the unity in diversity. Festival like Makar Sankranti are celebrated across India under different names with unique regional practices. The chapter also shows how similar festivals are celebrated differently in various parts of India. Then on the literature part, Indian literature exemplifies unity in diversity. The chapter focuses on the Panchatantra, an ancient collection of stories that has been adapted into numerous languages and regions, and the Ramayana and Mahabharata, which have inspired countless versions and adaptations over millennia. These epics have been translated and retold in diverse forms, yet they share common themes and values that connect them to a larger cultural narrative. The tribal adaptation. The chapter highlights on how tribal communities across India have their own version of Ramayana and Mahabharata. These adaptations have often transmitted orally, include local legends, and connect epic heroes to their respective regions, showcasing the extensive cultural impact of this text. So, overall, we are talking here about unity in diversity and cultural richness and adaptation and integration. So, like if we scroll through the chapters, you'll realize that see the food, how food brings together. So this is the entire India map, and where what is grown and what is, this shows that cereals and pulses of different region of India. You have to look through it. It sometimes, UPSC can ask around it. So just which region represents what. So that is there. Then textile and clothing. So we know that stone relief in a woman and a sari from Vaishali. Sari is a very ancient cloth. Various forms of sari like Banarsi, Kanjivaram, Paithani, Patan Patola, Muga, Mysore, famous type of silk saris. There are other cotton saris also. So you have to remember which place, where from where, what is famous. And on the festival front, there's a map which shows that Makar Sankranti across India is celebrated in different names, and you can clearly see that what names is celebrated where. There can be a match the following per region and what they call Makar Sankranti. And then there is obviously, as I mentioned, that about the Panchatantra tales and how these stories are woven according to the culture or region where people are retelling the stories, rewriting the stories. Mahabharata and Ramayana, how various tribes have adopted stories in these. The chapter focuses around that. So it's something very observational, and I think it will trigger more thinking points in your brain. With this, we also close the chapter 8.